May 22nd, and we've had our hives in our backyard for a week now. So today we are going to do our first checkup on the hives that we just split.
So like Soph said, we just moved them back a week ago. We also got Drew with us. He might film video number 2 here. We are going to look for our marked queens. They are marked in red this year.
Yeah, red.
I did get them marked, so we're going to check them out.
What should we name them?
We will have to figure out some names. We also are going to see what their progress is like and put these 2 supers back on, or deeps, from last year that still have honey in them. So hopefully that'll give them a quick boost on getting going this summer, and the sooner we can get flow frames on them. So
comment down below what should we name the honeybees.
So that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, Soph and Drew, you got to keep your eyes open for our red marked queens. We got to see how they're doing. We're also going to see if they've got some good brood patterns going, which they should. And if so, things should be going pretty smooth from here on out. We'll get into them and catch up with you then. All right, we're ready to go. We're going to jump into hive left first. See what it's like.
Yeah, that's hive right.
This is hive left if you're from the front.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
So you might want to get back somewhere, sweetie, where you can watch everything, or just stand right up there.
Right up there?
Yep.
Okay.
That way you can kind of see what's going on and have a good view from behind.
Daddy, has the queen already been on her maiden flight?
Yes, the queens are mated, Drew. Good question.
That's good. Oh, I'm so excited. There's so many bees. Can you guys see that? That's a lot. What?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that tiny pollen patty.
Yeah, pollen patty's pretty much gone. So we will get into here and see what we can find.
And we're not gonna do the smoker this
Sorry,
time?
girls. Nah, we're good, I think.
Yeah.
I'll just lay that there. We're just gonna jump right in here, okay?
Okay.
And these bees should be pretty gentle right now. They do have a queen now, and we may even be making some new cone here, or some comb. I don't know. That might be some new drawn comb.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
Might be. So again, we're looking for a queen with a red mark. If we see her, let me know. Okay.
Is it a big red mark?
It's the same like the yellow mark we had last year, so it's not too hard to find usually. So I don't know where our brood frames start, but it looks like this is one. So once we get into brood frames, she could be on.
Oh no, that has capped.
Yeah, that's got a lot of nectar in it right now, a lot of pollen, and no larvae, no eggs, and no queen on this frame. But that is a good brood frame. And the bees are pretty chill. They're not getting too crazy right now.
Yeah, they're actually not crazy at all.
Drew, you gonna watch for that queen?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
I do have really good eyesight.
You do, I know. That's why I want you watching. Because you know you can spot her. She's got a red mark on her, okay?
Okay.
So that is another
What is
brood
all
frame.
that?
A lot of capped honey on the top, which it should have. Oh, look at what I have.
Is it?
Right here,
Whoa,
Soph. Get a
that
good
looks
shot of
so
her, babe.
cool.
See her, Drew?
Uh-huh.
Nice pink mark on her, red mark. Super easy to spot.
Yeah, easier than the yellow.
She does not have any brood or larvae on this frame yet.
I think we should name her Raspberry.
Oh, I love it, Soph. That's a great name. This frame is all pollen.
Okay, guys, we named our queen Raspberry for hive number
hive
1.
right is named Raspberry.
Raspberry.
We're gonna get her tucked back in
So she doesn't
so she's
fly.
safe.
Is the other one pink, red too?
Drew, you got the name for the other queen, Kay?
Okay.
So
Is it
think of
pink
it.
red too?
Yep, just like that, Mark, okay?
So the first one's
So-
raspberry.
Raspberry and then
Strawberry.
maybe.
Raspberry and strawberry. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping on a couple of these frames we run into a ton of brood pattern, which would be a great sign right now, which would mean the queen has started laying, and look at that. So if that is a
Wow.
solid frame of brood right there.
That's great.
That is a really good sign. And guess what? The backside looks
Just
the
as
same.
much.
And there's some honey up there.
Yes, which is what they need for their brood. So that is 2 really good brood frames. Great sign. And you know what? There's even larvae in here.
Dave, hold that up.
And eggs. So
You're my mama.
Hi.
Posing
so this
for a
frame
picture.
has larvae, eggs, and capped brood in it right now, which
That's
is great.
good.
Even this side also has larvae.
Does it have any
So that's
eggs?
a great sign. Let's get that back in.
Mama, guess what? We named our first queen Raspberry.
And then maybe the second one's strawberry.
I don't want strawberry because that won't get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
think of
Cherry.
pink lemonade.
No, ooh. Yeah.
Hey, you.
Oh, wow.
Oh whoa.
Check that frame out. So
Yeah, Ruby. How about Ruby?
I like that.
The next queen name is Ruby.
So if that is another, oh wow, look at both sides of this frame.
Whoa.
Oh,
That
goodness.
frame is packed both sides with solid capped brood.
So
That
Dad,
is
That
awesome.
is so awesome.
from the 6th and down, it is pretty much all brood.
True.
Do you think we're gonna get honey this summer?
Oh
Yeah,
hope so.
definitely.
We're gonna add those supers back on after I'm done inspecting this, and then hopefully the bees, we're gonna give them some sugar water for a few weeks. See where they can get everything. Oh, look, this is a new frame that they've actually started capped brood in. Another great sign to see a new frame. Oh, actually, maybe that's not.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what?
that's new.
Oh, no, that's capped brood.
Yeah, I think that's new
That
though.
is all capped brood. I thought it was capped honey, but it's not.
Yeah, no, that would be darker.
It's capped brood.
Woo!
So that's good. They're going to use that frame as a brood frame. Great news there. Good to see. Now this is the frame that ended up falling down on me and collapsing. So let's see just how well
Whoa.
these bees have repatched it.
Dad, you should see the front.
Oh wow, this frame is packed out with
You
No,
brood.
should
Dad, look
see
at the front.
Oh wow, lots of brood, just brood everywhere. I love it.
I'm surprised that happened.
So this is,
I'm not.
this rubber band is kind of getting in the way a little bit. So I'm actually going to go ahead.
Why is it on there?
The rubber band was to hold the comb in place while the bees repaired everything. Watch out, girls. So now that they've got it back on the frame, we can pull that off. They'll still have to brace this side up, but now that it's moving around a little again, that should trigger them to reset that. So another brood frame. What is that? 5 brood frames?
Yes.
See what this last one looks
No,
like.
4.
No.
Because the first one didn't have any.
I know.
So this is a good thing
Whoa.
too. This is actually one of our honey frames.
What is that?
What is that?
That looks like
Honey.
That's
That-
probably dark honey.
That is a frame of solid honey almost. And then they are putting nectar in here, it looks like.
And
So they may end up
This
using
is probably dark
eventually
honey.
for brood, but right now
did we harvest that?
it is solid. And you know what? This is actually a frame that Dan gave me that has a black plastic core in it.
Dad,
So that's fine. They'll just use it for what they need it for.
Wait, Dad, what's up there?
Up here?
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's a big, like, swarm of bees.
Oh, they're just packing away nectar and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all good.
is it probably dark honey?
Yeah, it actually probably is dark honey because it came from Grandma and Grandpa's yard. So
Oh, which has a lot
So-
of dark flowers.
really good. We got five frames with brood on them. The queen's in there. She looks like she's doing pretty good.
And her
She's
name
running
is
around.
Raspberry.
I didn't see her.
raspberry. She's on the first frame, so I'll show you the queen in the second hive, okay? I'm gonna put these back together and we'll get the top box on it and then we'll button this thing up. So we are gonna go ahead and get this honey super on. It's got 2 empty frames and then it's got 6 honey frames. So we'll see if they fill them out. It's the, these 2 frames here are empty frames. So next time we get in here and check it, we'll use these 2 frames as kind of our gauge to see if they're building new comb, if they've, we kind of checkerboarded it, so we'll see if the bees get onto them and start working on new frames. So.
And we threw the pollen pack out because they really didn't need it anymore.
Not really, huh?
I mean pollen patty.
So with all that brood getting ready to hatch, they should have plenty of resources to get started on these boxes.
Dad.
If they weren't, if they didn't have all that brood coming out, this would probably be a pretty early to be doing something like this, but I do think we should be okay. So.
Dad.
Yeah, Drew.
So, could we possibly add another super?
We're gonna add the flow frames up here. So if they get these built out in the next couple weeks and they're cranking nectar in here and the bee numbers start jumping up because all that brood starts coming out, we will come put a queen excluder in here and then we'll put our flow hive on top and let them start filling the flow hive full of honey. So
That's going to be really fun.
that will definitely be fun. So we'll see how fast they move up into this top chamber and we'll go from there. So we'll button this up and we'll get into hive right next.